Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Si. Welcome to Business in a Brew, a podcast dedicated to all things business with the occasional cuppa.
We take a business story, theory, or something we just want to chat about and give it a dusting of our own special personality and sense of humour, combined with our experience and knowledge. We're both business graduates and have run our own businesses for many years. We can't wait for you to listen. Hello. No one can hear you because you're on a microphone. You've got to say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Another conversation today around one of my favourite topics, ethical marketing / unethical marketing.
All right, okay, yeah.
Like what it is. Oh, it's going to get me so cross and then I'm going to have a rant.
Sorry, it's going to get you cross and then you're going to have a rant?
Yes. I know.
Okay.
It's going to be fun for you.
Can't wait.
So, ethical marketing is about how you're selling, or the way I'm talking about it is about how you're selling, not what you're selling. So I'm not talking about the ethics of selling bikinis to 3-year-olds. Is that unethical? I mean, some people might think so,
but
anyway.
Right about it, yeah.
But I'm talking about the ethics of how you speak to people. So there are different tactics people use, like fear-based messaging. So, you know, without this, you're going to fail, or if you don't buy this course for $9.99, your business will never make any money. And there's scarcity and urgency manipulation, so countdowns. We've only got 2 of these left. There's only 3 spaces.
Like Temu does.
Like Temu does, yeah. Mm-hmm. Over-promising and under-delivering. It's also what Temu does. Emotional guilt-tripping. There's an example. If you don't invest in yourself, that's on you. All right, then. Shame-based persuasion. Why are you still stuck at 5k months? Like there's something wrong with you. And bro marketing. I hate bro marketing.
Wow. These things sound like the kind of headlines that you see on YouTube, on Reels on YouTube.
They are a bit like that.
Where they are basically driven by someone who's making...
Yeah, they're very clickbaity and they're playing on people's underlying fear of failure or fear that they're not doing enough. It exacerbates that belief people have in themselves that they're not good enough, that, you know, that their 300 followers is crap and they must be aiming for 10,000 followers.
Wow.
And I just hate it with a passion I can't even begin to explain to you. So I want you to hate it too.
Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm
Good.
feeling it.
Yeah.
It just kind of made me think of imposters, that the kind of people feel as though they're not doing well enough. So
you are leveraging that fear.
Which we'll be talking about on the
We will
episode.
talk about it. There's a weird little stat that was from HubSpot. Well, that's not weird at all. It's a stat from HubSpot. Only 3% of consumers say they trust marketeers, and 71% say at some point they felt misled by online marketing.
Wow. So that's trusting, that's a mistrusting or distrusting marketeers.
Yes.
Actual people who do the marketing.
Well, the mechanism of marketing, I suppose, rather than Danielle Thompson is bad at marketing is very frightening. Yeah. People just don't believe what they see.
Incredible.
Doesn't stop them buying into it, though.
It doesn't. And the thing is, because I do feel quite strongly about this. So you're tapping into my emotional response here. But I remember once upon a time, the ASA, the Advertising Standards Agency, really had teeth, and it was prepared to use them.
Yeah.
But it with the number of almost unregulated marketing messages that can go out. Anyone can claim anything.
Yes.
Anyone can say anything to drive market or drive their own market share without penalty.
Yeah, there are 3...
say anything you like. I mean, I've seen vape shops that say we sell the best vapes in the world.
Yeah, what are you basing that on?
There's no citation.
Yeah, I mean, the ASA... Interesting you mentioned it. They regularly ban ads for misleading pricing claims, unverifiable testimonies, and faked urgency or scarcity. But that relies on someone having reported them to the ASA. The ASA don't sit there going through Facebook going, oh, I'm not sure that's quite accurate. Oh, I'm not sure that's quite accurate. You need someone to have reported it.
Yeah.
And I imagine most people who fall for scam ads or overinflated promises aren't going to readily admit.
They're not. No.
You get people... You know, let's say, I don't know, you're an accountant and you want to start your own accountancy practice. You know how to be an accountant, but you don't know how to do sales, marketing, invoicing, you know, all the stuff that goes with it. And marketing is seen as a bit of a dark art. I get that. I think it is, yeah. And I think you must have sat there thinking, right, I need to get clients. Where am I going to get them? And then someone promises you, I don't know, 10 leads a week if you buy this course for $9.99. And all right, you can't afford the $9.99, but if it's going to solve your problem, 10 leads a week, it's going to equal itself out.
Yeah. And it's like the overselling and underdelivering of SEO, search engine optimization, which is still we're getting reports from clients that their rankings have been completely and utterly destroyed by practices that are old practices that should never have been used just to secure their commitment of £300, £400 a month or whatever it is.
Yeah. And there's a lot of it out there. When I was looking at people to support me with my YouTube SEO strategy, and the number of people who, I've got 500 of my own YouTube channels, so I'll just follow you on all of those. I don't want that. I'd rather have 5 people following me who actually want to follow me than 500 complete fakes who aren't going to add any value to my channel. But I think there's a lot of confusion still in marketing around the difference between vanity metrics and
you and I talked about this away from this podcast. Yeah.
Because I don't particularly want 10,000 followers if those 10,000 people aren't going to engage with me or read anything
carry no
I write.
Substance,
or never buy from me. They're not my audience. They're not my ideal client. I could get 10,000 followers by putting a load of, topless photos on my page, but it's not going to serve my audience because that's not who I'm trying to cater to. Yes, I'd love to grow an organic audience of 10,000 people, all of whom get what I do, all of whom are my ideal client. But I'm not doing it for the sake of doing it.
But this is an unsolvable problem, isn't it? Because this is down to vagaries. This is down to ambiguity. It's down to snake oil selling.
Yeah, the number of people that think it's all right to shame people or scare people or badger people. The amount of in your DMs constantly going on at you. It's very unnerving, and I don't know how you could ever stop it.
You can't.
Well, no, you can. You can educate the end user to recognise.
But you can't stop.
No, you can't stop them doing the unethical
material action of it bombarding.
No, but you can, in theory, stop the end user being taken advantage of in the same way that you educate about fraud. But then the techniques would just evolve. Things would just change the same way they do with fraud. Okay, well, they've cottoned onto that. Let's do something else. I mean, there are only so many ways to sell something to someone. There are only so many ways to sell your product to someone. And it makes it really hard for people if you do have genuine scarcity. Like you've only got 10 spaces to take advantage of this offer and we're going to give this extra free bonus to someone. That's not you doing that ethically. That's you being very honest. I want to give the first 10 people who take this up this free gift. But then someone else is going to look at that and go, well, that person said it was limited edition. It was never limited edition to start with. Is it true? It devalues what good marketeers are doing with the tools they've got. It makes me cross.
It's just unfair.
It is, yeah.
Solving it isn't something that can be done, but people being aware on the other end of it, the receiving end of it, to say, is this coming back to almost a fraudulent thing? Is this genuine? Is this actually?
It's that phrase, if it's too good to be true.
It's knowing what questions to ask.
Yeah, get your first client in 24 hours. I mean, it's possible, but it's not very likely.
Yeah.
Getting clients takes hard work.
The number of calls and the number of emails I get for people offering me outsourcing, but also lead generation is just staggering. 5 to 6 probably every single day, and calls are probably 4.
And I think SEO, then lead gen are probably 2 of the worst offenders. I think marketing does come under that because, and lead gen falls under that.
What's marketing behind it? It is marketeers and salespeople.
And PPC. PPC is also known for it. We can get you 1 million leads off of PPC if you spend.
That is the third one.
Yeah.
That's the trifecta again.
Of evil.
Yeah. It is.
But there are good people out there, but then it's hard to find those because you can't sift through the noise. I mean, the only things I'd recommend probably is speaking to other people who've done them. Be in their world for a bit, see how they speak, do their actions reflect what they're saying to you.
Shut the calls down quickly. You can shut the calls down quickly if you know how to.
Go on then. Simon's 101 on how to shut down cold calls.
Number 1. Yeah. Receive call. Number 2. Put call down.
That was our lovely producer. She couldn't hold it in any longer.
That's because I get probably 10 of those a week, maybe 8 to 10 of those a week, and combine the whole lot, it's a huge number of calls per day, and they always come in on the same line. There's one where there are the Google Ads people. They're not Google Ads people; they are agents for Google.
Yeah. Who
want to get their hands on the actual account to drive spend up.
Yeah.
For their own gains. And we're finding it a real battle to try and deal with them. But the only way to handle it is to say, no thanks, we're not interested in talking to you, got it under control, thanks, bye.
But interestingly, I've seen that from the other side. So I've been with clients, say I've had a face-to-face day and they've had a call, or they forward me an email from Google Ads person. Oh, this looks really interesting. They'll give us, 2 hours free of their expertise. And I'm like, it is not what you think it is. But I've still seen people take it up. I've booked this call. Will you come along? Why?
Because the thing they go, of course they're going to give you 2 hours free.
Want you to spend money.
Because what they're going to find out, or what they're going to find out for you, oh my goodness, we have just discovered that you've got a great big gap here, and we're going to be charging you. Yeah. And like the business valuation thing.
Oh, that we were talking about,
Yeah. The how the figures were skewed. Yeah,
to
make you more interested.
The principle was it was a lead gen for a company that were showing how your business could be valued and then sold on eventually. So you filled out an online lead gen form, which essentially gave you the inverted commas value of your company for sale. You filled it out correctly. You're a fully grown, intelligent man who can read a form.
I can read a field title.
You read the field titles correctly, put in the correct things, and it gave you a valuation, which was, let's be honest, slightly ambitious.
Slightly staggering, yeah.
So you had a call with the people thinking, what am I missing here?
Yeah, I'm not even interested, but I'm curious, yeah.
And they accused you of getting your figures the wrong way around, which is what gave such a skewed number.
So gaslighting at the very start.
Yes. Which there's no way you mixed up your turnover and your profit.
Absolutely not.
You're not an idiot. One number's bigger than the other.
Yeah, quite.
So first of all, they lie to you and make you feel like you're on the back foot. And then what did they try to sell you?
Oh, then that the only way we're going to be able to bridge that gap there is you need to employ us for £2,000 a month, but for at least 3 months, and it will go up to £2,500 to £3,000. Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't even want to sell the business in the first place. It was just curious for my own curiosity, you know. But it's just. But you're left with that.
Well, you're left with a slightly bad taste in your mouth. What a waste of your time.
Yeah.
But it just, you are strong. I'm not like you. When they phone me, I can't go, I'm not interested. I end up having a 5-minute conversation with them going, there's someone at the door. I've got to go, bye. I just can't say no. I am no good at it. And I've heard you do it and it makes me uncomfortable. So can you imagine all those people out there who don't know any different? They don't know any better. They don't know what's a lie. They don't know what's... So we talk about snake oil and we talk about overpromising. If you don't know what good looks like, how are you supposed to know what an overpromise is?
Absolutely right. The only way you're going to ever know is to go through the exercise and actually realise when you've been met with a lie, with some BS, with fakery. Hopefully that doesn't get to the stage where you've actually outlaid anything. Yeah, you've not lost money or you've not lost space or whatever. Be suspicious of motives. People that are contacting businesses, just like when they're contacting public sector people, the general public, if someone calls you out of the blue to sell you something, just be curious about their motives. But it's not even that. It's not necessarily that overt. Yeah, you would if someone randomly phoned me and said, "Oh, hi, I've got this." No, get off the phone. But what I hate, you'll get a message on Instagram or LinkedIn or something. Oh, hi, really great to connect with you. Blah blah blah. And you'll have a couple of nice messages, and you think, "Oh, genuine connection on social media. How lovely." And then they're like, "By the way, I run this agency for outsourced support in South Africa. Is there any chance you'd like to?" No, you just took a nice conversation and turned it into a sales pitch. Yeah. And LinkedIn's a great one for that. It is a very... I am ruthless with LinkedIn requests. You're just ruthless, full stop. Ruthless. No, I don't know this person. That's it. That's it.
Okay, I like to accept people, and then they sell to me, and then I block them.
I'm not prepared to go through that.
Oh, okay.
But
I've got more free time than you.
Doesn't
obviously
mean to say that they are using it for unethical purposes, but it seems to be the same people who are trying to contact me by phone are trying to contact me through LinkedIn.
Fair enough. Didn't get any joy on the phone. I'll try it this way instead. But there's so many ways they kind of come at you. I kind of get, if you are brand new to business, that noise constantly. Yeah. Who are you supposed to trust? Who are you supposed to talk to? And it's really, really hard to pick out ethical versus unethical marketing.
Because in my industry, there's a lot of people that do what I do. They don't do what I do, but similar to what I do.
Yes.
We've got an episode coming up for niching. So I'm very good in that niche. I am handed around by people. People know that they can talk to other people about me. They know that they can ask someone else, what am I like to work with?
And you will get the same recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. What I don't get is how, an overseas call center from someone that you've never heard of is making a promise that they themselves are probably not likely to be able to keep.
But everyone has to start somewhere. When you first started the business, you weren't well known in this niche. One of those companies had to take a chance on you.
But they already knew me. My first 5 clients are still with me after 21 years.
Wow. What free shit do they get?
But
everyone has to start somewhere.
No, I know they do. But what we're trying to do is we're sitting on the other side of it, the receiving side.
Yeah, I know. I got confused there. I got over the fence.
Yeah,
sorry.
You did. You started to become protective of the people who are doing the selling.
Devil's advocate. Wow. Not that saying. I used it in the correct way and everything.
Yes, you did. You really are very easy to sell to.
I am.
There's an open invitation for anyone who sells anything. Yeah. Watches.
No.
Dresses, shoes.
No, because I'm less impulsive now. I've just told you. It's fine. Right, let me.
So where do you see this leading? Do you see this? Do you see this? Is there a solution to it? Is this only ever going to get worse?
I think it's only ever going to get worse.
What do you see as being the thing that would help someone to solve that problem and actually just... Is it a matter of being ruthless?
I mean, God knows if we could all be like you, life would be a lot easier. But if you go back to the virtual assistant market, when I first started running my business, that's what I did. It was something I had to explain every time I introduced myself.
Because no one knew.
No one knew what it was. No. So there were so few of us that to establish yourself in the marketplace, differentiate yourself and sell your service, it was a conversation. It wasn't a sales tactic. It was a conversation. The marketplace is now so saturated that you have to do, I didn't have lead mags at the beginning. I didn't build an email list. I didn't need to. I built networks. I used word of mouth. I built a reputation. These days, you need the bells and the whistles and everything else. So I think as marketplaces grow and as things become more saturated, you need more. You need to stand out from the person next to you. If you're just starting today, but there's already 50 VAs doing what you do, what can I do differently? What can I do next? What's a quick solution? And I think that need to find a quick solution is something that generally the world suffers from. Possibly not our generation. We're a bit more patient. We used to watch adverts on the TV and everything. But the upcoming generation, they want it now. They want the solution that only takes 30 seconds. They want to get their first 10 clients overnight. They want the answer tomorrow. They don't want to have to wait. They don't want to train. They don't want to be patient. They don't want to build networks. They just want the solution. And I think anyone who offers quick, easy wins becomes very, very appealing to that audience. So I don't think it's going to get any better. I think people get more aware of it. Like you said, you've experienced it once. You're less likely to fall for it again.
It's the ability to handle it. From the receiver of the marketing.
Like having a filter in almost, like a colander in your head.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's the ability to handle it.
Yeah, you can let through the good.
Yeah, and to know what questions to ask as well. I won't ask the questions because I know what the answer is going to be, and I know what their question is going to be or what they're after. But very rarely have I encountered anyone who's stopped me and really made me think if they've contacted me out of the blue. There was one the other day. Actually, it was a coaching company contacted me to see if I was interested in business coaching.
For yourself?
From a local coaching company representative. It's a franchise. I'm not even going to name them.
But don't need your free advertising.
It was a lead, not a lead. It was a business business development person.
Yeah.
For the company, contacted me to see if I would be interested in having a free
coaching
consultation.
Okay.
Consultation. Yeah, which I know is what's going to lead to.
Yes, a program of paid. Yeah.
And I think I'm equipped with the tools from my experience and also my qualifications to do that, and I'm mentoring other people. I don't want that. There might be clients of mine that might be interested, and I said this to her, and she said, "Oh well, we offer a
referral scheme,
and it's quite good
Is
as
it?
well."
Yeah, funny that.
And I kind of thought, I'm sorry, but if it's a really good referral scheme with a lot of money potentially, why would I want to recommend that to a client when clearly there's an awful lot of charge going in there if I'm going to get
a kickback
out of it? And I'm really not interested in those. I don't want kickback from that kind of relationship. I don't see that's a relationship that's particularly healthy.
No, because you're not necessarily pushing the best solution for someone.
No, but I could see where it was leading. It was leading down clearly your business does need coaching support, and here's my prescription. Here's what I recommend. And it's going to be me being on board with your company for the next 12 months at X pounds per month. I don't know, my ability to reject that, my ability to come up with answers already, and my ability to, some might call it, there's buying signals when you ask a question back. They're going to be a buying signal that they're going to be able to go and find what they're going to have the answer for immediately if they're well trained. But then they're not getting into those questions and answers. And
because you don't invite the conversation.
Being able to reject. And if they still come through, and because often that's what I do, I'll reject. And if they come through with an answer each time, then I might give them a chance. But that's only because I've been doing this, because I'm like ancient. I'm like 100 years old, and I've kind of seen and heard it all before,
That's kind of
but
sad.
Those younger people who are those poor young folk who actually haven't had those experiences, maybe actually, because I think it helps if you've been in a sales position before.
Oh, definitely, because you know the tactics. And let's be honest, you were raised in a sales environment that was rife with bro marketing and fear mongering, and you refused to sell like that. From conversations we've had before, when you were selling, you refused to sell like that. You didn't want to sell someone for the sake of selling.
Yeah, that was for the listeners. It was a commercial radio. It was actually selling airtime for commercial radio.
The times when people listen to the radio. Yeah, and there was more than one station. Yeah.
But that actually was, I was about, it's not going to go, it sounds like I'm being all virtuous, but there are different ways of doing that. And actually the training that they put you on was all about basically
unethical marketing.
I wouldn't say it was unethical, but it was pushing advertising space at people when actually it wasn't necessarily what that business would need. That business wouldn't necessarily benefit from it, but it was down to your ability to
because it's a target driven.
I know it's a target, and the thing is, when you're up against a target,
that's why I couldn't do. When, gives me anxiety just talking about it.
That's when things kind of, I think, can start to get.
You don't strike me as the type of person that would thrive under a target.
No, I didn't.
But to take it back when you were talking about the coaching thing, it reminded me of something. One thing you can do, especially if you're new to business, is find people that you admire, but don't just get sold on what you see immediately. You've got to spend time with people to see if their actions reflect the messages they're putting out. You know, you can put out all the posts in the world, but if they don't actually live that value, you can see quite easily that they're not probably the person you want to be associated with. You know, if you ever wanted to choose a coach, if you ever wanted to choose a service provider, you need to trust that person. And the only thing that will allow you to make that judgment call is time.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare that I've made snap judgments on people. Well, no, I make good judgments. Anyway, but I wouldn't make snap. I'm brilliant judgment. Yeah. I don't make snap judgments. I take my time to get to know that person. I kind of dip a toe in the water. You know, don't go for a £900 package. Go for a smaller item or a freebie or something just to pull you into their world to get used to them. relationships, or marketing's all relationships.
Yeah, but also those services that you're buying in, talk to other people that you know in business. Who are they using?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are they using them?
Yeah.
What experience
have you heard of this person? What do you think of them? All that kind of stuff. Just do a bit of due diligence. Don't
listen to the headline.
And don't be terrified that your whole world's going to fall apart if you don't buy the book, or if you don't buy the course, or the shiny funnel, or the 400 other things people tell you need. Really think about who you are and what you want to do.
And I have gone through those as well. The lead gen process. I have been through those before, and it's often been out of curiosity, but it's how does this work? I kind of want to know.
Yeah, do I want to replicate that? Do I like it?
Yeah, and I don't really like it. I really don't like it, because what they end up with at the end of it is it's polarized. You're either in or you're out.
To be clear, that's a tactic in itself.
Absolutely.
When you get to the last email, you're either in this or you're not. You either want to do something for yourself or you're being useless.
Yeah. And they're trying to make that as short as possible, as early as possible. Yeah. And then it becomes it's almost increasing desperation of the lead gen process.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm just giving you one last chance.
Just one more.
Before midnight this Friday.
Yeah. But to be fair, there is a way to do that. That's again, that's a conversation. Let's say you download I don't know, checklist for the sake of argument. The first email is, here's the checklist. The second email is, let me tell you a bit more about the items on it so you're not completely confused. The third email is, and I'm going to tell you this as an extra bonus. You know, a sequence like that provides value to the reader and shows them that actually you're not just out for yourself. And you can introduce sales. At the end of the day, we're all in it for business. So there's no reason you can't say, oh, by the way, I offer this course. But there's always a chance to unsubscribe. There's always a chance to say, no, thank you. It's not a you've only got 10 minutes to take this or your world's going to end. It's just it's here if you want it.
And as long as it's ethically done.
Yeah.
And as long as you can unsubscribe, and there isn't going to be then follow-up.
Oh, no, I've seen people, I've done their email newsletters, and they asked me to put it right down the bottom in little grey font that's about 3 point sizes high.
But it actually works, though, that unsubscribe link actually does work, because the number of I've actually tried to unsubscribe, and there is no page.
And you still get emails as well.
So they just go in junk. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
very frustrating.
It's not all unethical.
It's not all, no, because we're all in business. We have to sell somehow. You know, right back at the beginning when, I don't know, cave people were selling rocks to each other. I don't know what they sold to each other.
They're selling what?
Rocks to each other. Like a really good rock. Here's my really good rock. Give me 2 of your rocks for this really good rock.
No, you haven't. There's a pile of them around the back of the cave. I've seen it.
But yeah, you know, it's transactional. It has to be transactional by its very nature. Look, I've got this shiny thing you'd like. Would you like it? But yes, there are ways to say it. Would you like my shiny thing versus buy my shiny thing or you're going to die?
Yes.
Buy it. I just spat on it.
Luckily, there aren't many threats like that.
No, I mean, that's a little bit aggressive and slightly polarising, but you get the idea.
I do. So there is no solution to it. We've got to be
Don't believe everything you read.
I think everyone that listens is pretty switched on. It's probably going to be completely...
because they've got great taste in podcasts.
Yeah, of course. If nothing else, it's just an opportunity to just kind of let it all go and feel as though we're all being attacked by this stuff.
Exactly, but if you ever see me ranting on social media, it will no doubt be about unethical marketing, because it really winds me up.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do you give examples when you're doing that as well?
Sometimes. Depends how I feel, if I've seen one that really annoys me.
Okay. All right, are there any, just before we go, because I'm conscious of the time, are there any... actually, you don't want to go and get yourself dug into a hole, do you? Any really big brands that do it?
Not in terms of household name brands necessarily, but there are quite a few big names within the digital industry who definitely use those tactics.
Okay,
that's all I'm going to say.
Interesting. Right. Okay. All right. So are we?
We're done.
We're done. No expiry on this, yeah?
No, but I'm going to go and calm down slightly.
Yeah, you kind of brought out a response in me as well, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
It was either sympathetic or you actually feel that way.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll take it.
Tina.
Yeah, all right, I'll have it.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for supporting us by downloading and listening to this episode.
And a massive thank you also to Donnie, Emily, Nat and Lewis and the BTD Studios for all your expertise in bringing our podcasting dream to reality.
We'd love it if you commented on this episode, as we'd really like to know what you think and what you might like us to cover in future episodes.
And we'll see you on the next one.